I'm Drew. I sing for Straight From The Path. Tom plays guitar. We're gonna do a little talk through about the record and some other information about the band.
I mean, look, in America, it's just like an increasing amount of racism and organizations starting and that are just calling themselves something other than, I guess, Nazis, and you know, and it's all because a certain somebody made them feel comfortable about talking about it publicly now, and I think that's why we felt like it was necessary to write the song, and you know, it's definitely a very heavy song because it's very real, and I think when we put the video out and the song out, like, you know, a lot of people kind of came out and kind of proved how right and how present it is in the world, and you know, it wasn't a nice thing to find out, you know, like, if anything, I'd like to put it out and be like, you know, people being like, hey, never mind, man, this doesn't exist, like, we're good.
Yeah, the main goal, I think, was like raising the awareness for people, like, this person could be your neighbor, could be like, this is a real thing and it's around us. And I think, you know, like Tom said, when we put the song out, all these people started coming out, and it was like, not like a I told you so type of thing at all, but it's like, this is real, like, this is why we wrote this song. Like, you could see,
opened up a lot of people's eyes to a real problem.
That was kind of deeper into the record, even writing it too. Jesse Barnett, actually, he did a lot of like lyrics work with us too on this record, and he was in the studio with us. And we had this idea of, you know, you're in a band and like you tour and you go away and you go to all these places, and your friends back at home try to like explain you to like their friends, or like even a girl trying to explain you to like her friends, and it's almost like you talk about this guy that's doing all this stuff and he's away, but like you almost don't exist. It's like we kind of wanted to write like a dark kind of like fairy tale thing with the song, and him and I like sat down and pretty much locked each other. Well, we got locked in a room together, and this is what kind of came out, and it just like took this like twist and like fairy tale type thing of like, you're not really real, you know, you're like away from your home, you're not real, and then like having Keith on the song like kind of tied it all together to be like this interesting little like song that we've never done something like that before. So I think it was cool. It wasn't so like literal about or like political. It was more like, let's take them down like a dark road and tell a little like story.
That song, I guess it kind of came about with like, you know, we wanted a big thing for us, and still is a big thing, is awareness of police brutality and police like kind of being above the law and being like, you know, abusing authority and all that was a big thing. And when we would speak against it, like, we would get these people, you know, that like, you know, if an African American commits a crime, then he's a thug. You know, if like, you know, or if a Mexican person commits a crime, then they go, oh, typical. You know, like they're that kind of thing. And then like, and it was almost to the point like, that's why that song is so like blunt. You know, like the first line of that song is so like kind of funny, and because it's just like, after so long of like, we're talking about, you know, a cop pulling up and shooting a 12-year-old kid within seconds and killing him, and we're saying that's wrong, and these people think that they need to come at us for saying that, and to me that's just so insane. And like, so that song, like, if it's so blunt and it's just like, you know, like, shut the fuck up, like, it's because it's just so frustrating, it's like to deal with that. And
they, like, people that we're talking about, like, they, like you said, they know nothing of except how they grew up. It's like, you don't know what, you know, a certain kid might, like, he didn't grow up the same upbringing you did, with, you know, everything taken care of, and, you know, having everything placed out for you and your future pretty much planned out. Like, that's not how like real life is. The real world is like, some people don't have that luxury of knowing. They have to figure it out for themselves, and it's, you know, sometimes you get caught up in crime, and it's just like,
and then sometimes you don't, and you're just racially profiled, and which is a proven thing to exist within, you know, the police force, you know, and you know, we've never been a band that says, you know, all cops are bastards, or whatever people say. Like, you know, I will never fly that flag, because to me, if there is like the one guy or woman that is doing something correct, you know, or wants to serve and be good for the community, then to me, I can't say all of them are, but it's like to not recognize that there is a problem, and that there is like a problem with stereotyping and racially profiling, and it's like, and to battle it. Like, it's one thing to just not even recognize it, but then the one thing is to oppose it. And to me, that's why this song was just like, yo, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, shut up. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And so it's such a, like, it was such a blow off steam kind of a song. And it's just like, and just trying to make people realize that.